Good morning, everybody. Yama is here with Alway Metal Forge, and welcome to Blacksmiths Church, the Sunday morning gathering. Let me roll up. Robert Lonis, what up, all? He's in first. Solbert, everyone grab your coffee and sit back for the show. That's right, man. I got you in the ear. Jared Reynolds, how you doing, brother? War Tree, welcome, welcome, welcome. Shane Lalonde, how you doing? Mick Chu, what's up? Rob Huff, greetings, good sir. Robert Whitney, DK Ironworks, also in the ear. Dogbone Knives, how you doing? And by the way, I've also got Black Collar in the Army in the ear. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Letting this fill up a little bit, and also, hello to all the lurkers out there. How you doing? So, Robert Lonis. I have the, I had to use my old Crown 3, but I have your butterscotch cappuccino in here. And holy cow, it's delicious.
That makes me want a butterscotch cappuccino now.
Oh, it's good. But yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, Jared Reynolds, I am an amateur, but I enjoy creating with my hands. There you go, man. There you go. I've made a door knocker and a crooked knife. Well, I've made a crooked knife, and I've never made a door knocker unless you take a piece of metal and throw it at a door. So, what's up, Paul? What's up, Elaine? Good morning. I've got somebody coming by to visit and help out with stuff that I missed out on yesterday. I don't know if he's going to be in the chat or if he's already driving down, but yeah, after church, pretty much we'll get into why I have to catch up here in a second. What's up, John? Dude, what's the Discord? Oh, good point. I should probably share the link. It's...
John, yeah, we've been waiting on you.
Would one of my moderators like to share the Discord invite link? There it is. Found it. Expire after.
I can do that now.
Yeah. Expire after never. Copy. Here you go. There are a series. I believe Rob has it set up to where you can. I don't have to change your roles. There's something that you need to do, like I guess a rule or something you need to click on or something like that will automatically allow you to chat. I am unsure as of right now how he's got it set up so that people can't just immediately jump into the church voice without being verified or something. I think you got to send Rob Huff feet pics, but I'm not sure. Rob can probably answer those questions.
That does sound like a reasonable. I do believe that's the way it works.
Okay. But yeah, there's something to do with that.
Leaves the big toe.
Anyway, yeah. So I'll be having Troy Fox. I think it's Troy Fox. I know his name's Troy. I can't remember if it's Troy Fox. I know it's not Troy from Borrow and Forge, but lives up actually by my guild, and he's coming down to help me catch up from yesterday.
All right.
Let me
Not
see.
Troy Fox from EMAC, though, huh?
Is Troy Fox in Emacs?
F-A-W-K-E-S, you know?
No, Fox, F-O-X. No. Okay. John Cat, good morning. Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Paul Fontanini, how you doing? Wayne Heights. Yeah, I actually, the Crown 3 brings it back. I have some decent stuff that came with my Aegis. I just don't have I don't have coils for them. And here we go. It goes right into the explanation. Robert Whitney. Sorry I missed last night. I was on the road from Antique Engine and Tractor Show. Now I can lurk while doing breakfast. I actually did not go live last night. Good morning, Steve. Somebody mute him quickly. No. So, yesterday was a hot day. It was at this point in the year, the hottest day of the year so far. And our high without heat index or any of that stuff to yesterday was like 95, 96. With heat index and humidity taken into effect, it was well over 100. I was out there at the flea market from 7 a.m. till about 2 p.m. swinging a hammer, interacting with people, doing my thing, bouncing around, being me, and then load out and get home and set back up in the shop. I checked the thermometer in the shop, and it was, as you guys saw, I shared a picture. I could actually share it again here. It was well over 105. It was just verging on 110 degrees in my shop, and that was after I had opened the doors and turned the fans on. So I had a few things to do to finish a hammer, and I was mentally, because of the heat, and it's apropos that last week we talked about the heat issues, because yesterday was a perfect example of what to do in those situations. So I got home, and I think I sat in the air conditioner for a minute to cool off from being out there all day, and I literally got chills and shakes, and I was talking to Sulbert, Shamrock Forge on the phone, and like I wasn't making any sense. Like it was just like not good at all. And I'm like, man, I don't think I can do the show for safety reasons. I had about 2 hours to go before the show, and I had several things that I absolutely had to finish yesterday, and several things that I still had to do that haven't had a chance to yet. And the last thing the biggest concern was that I would be rushing through it, worrying about the clock to get back to get live, to get my computer set up and to go live and set up for the show, and make a mistake and injure myself or not pay attention to my body's heat warnings. And so I went out there and I finished the stuff. That's the pictures that you see in the Discord right now, the little crab hammer that's no bigger than a lighter. And then I, shut everything down and went inside and got the shakes again. And I contacted Adam before all of that and asked if he would cover for me. And it was like yeah, I can. I haven't had time to forge, so none of my stuff's set up. I'm like, man, it would be fantastic if you're not able to, let me know. I'll power through it. I'll do a sit down live show where I sit down and chat whatever I have to do to get you guys entertained. And he's like, no, I can do it. It's all good. So I gave him that extra, hour after he got off of work, and announced 6:30 instead of 6 o'clock, and he went on. A little bit of issues, but he popped on and he made an awesome blacksmith's knife in the time that he had. So, so reason all of that's like I knew that my body was starting to fail. I felt it happening. I knew it was happening. I was drinking water all day. I had the 5-gallon, spigot cooler that I was chugging out of all day, and whew, it's still. What's up, Jeff Killian? Yeah, so danger territory, definitely. I felt that all day, and it goes into what me, Sully, and Black Collar and everybody that we were talking about last week. Know your limits, know your body's signs, and know when to stop, full stop, get out, don't do anything more, call it a day, stop. And you guys have no idea how appreciative I am of Adam, for doing that for me. Like, I absolutely loathe to not go live. Like, I've been...
I did try to look out for the community. I told you, don't be a puss. Get out there and get it done. You can't do us like that. He just wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Rob Huff. I endured a bout of heat exhaustion last Sunday. It was brutal. Completely out of it for a good hour, to the point that I didn't feel safe walk. And that's exactly where I was. That's and I'm good with the heat. I like the heat, but liking the heat and your body physically being able to handle the heat are two different things, And I know it's going to get hotter in the summer. Just got to acclimate from being a winter and spring body into being a summer body, James Jones, $10 super chat from Butte, Montana. Good morning, man. Thank you very much. John Catt, yes, I am feeling much better, much better. Got to sleep last night. Like, I think after Adam's stream, I chatted a little bit on Discord with some friends, and then put on a movie. And I put on Clash of Titans, and it was like, I was zonking in and out, and it got to the part where he's getting ready to fight Medusa, and I'm like, that's the part I wanted to see, and it was just like, no. I just went to bed. I don't even know what time it was, but I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, like rested, refreshed, wondering why the heck I was awake before the sun. It was annoying. What up, BC? What up, Cheryl? Huh?
Hey, I wanted to ask you on that lighter hammer you made there. Did you custom make that handle, or did you cut one down?
I cut this one down. No, it's I had a chunk of I had a chunk of hickory that was just sitting around my shop. I think I picked it up. Somebody sent it to me or gave it to me, told me try to make my own handle, and I didn't like the grain of it for a blacksmithing hammer. And since this isn't a blacksmithing hammer, I basically just cut it down on a bandsaw and then spun it. Like, I basically took it and sized it compared to one of my other handles, and I think I did pretty dang good, like.
Yeah, I was saying it does look like it looks like one of them, like a factory handle shape,
Yeah, I tried. I tried. It was a pain in the ass. I'll probably never do it again, but I didn't want to waste the time ordering a handle, because I needed to get it out. So, yeah, using my belt sander, I really I hogged it off and got it round and then smushed it flattish, and yeah. So, did some electro burning. Absolutely. Thank you, Wayne. But good question, Sully. It was my first foray into personal handle making, and I don't think I'll do it again.
Good time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Throw a teaspoon of salt in the cooler. BC, it was honestly, I've seen the original so many times, and I've seen the remake once. I was watching the remake. I'm not one of those that, like, oh, it's got to be as good as the original. I'm not one of those that, like, oh, lame special. You know what? If the movie's entertaining, I'll watch it. There is, I think, only one or two movies in my entire life that I've turned off and just, what is this? You know, if it can shut my mind off for an hour and a half to 3 hours, I'll watch it. I'll watch it happily, you know. And if it's not my thing, it wasn't time wasted, because it was time that I got to shut my brain off, you know. So, yeah, I will probably rewatch it again to catch up on what I missed, or at least go back to where I fell asleep, what I remember, because I never saw the sequel, Wrath of the Titans, and I wanted to watch that. So, yes, Neil, welcome, and smoosh that like button. Smooshy, smooshy, smooshy. Oh, that didn't work. That worked poorly for everybody. Delete. Sorry.
Yeah, good morning. This is Jared. That was in that YouTube chat, man. Good morning.
Hey, Jared. Good morning. Welcome to the show. All right. You're not gonna start yelling and screaming at me and all that stuff. Mods, get your hands up. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the show, man. It's all it's not my show. It's our show. So making handles isn't too bad, but it's a lot cheaper to just buy them. Yeah, it's absolutely cheaper to buy handles in the long run, because when you consider the time and material wasted, you know, it's definitely easier, better, faster. Hey, Robert, that pin is beautiful.
Morning, Neil.
Yeah, that was me, Rob. I didn't eat. I think I was munching on. I picked up this bag of. Here's a little hashtag not sponsored. I picked up this bag of Cheetos Mexican street corn flavored, and I've been munching on that the past couple of days. So, yeah, I didn't eat much. Let me see. Chat's getting away from me.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, John, talking movies briefly. Yeah, you know, I have zero problem with them remaking movies with modern effects and stuff. The remake of Judge Dredd, I liked. The remake of RoboCop, I liked. The remake of Total Recall, even though it was a completely different storyline, I really liked. You know, Blade Runner 2049, you know, the new Blade Runner, you know, a lot of people trashed that. I thought it was great. You know, the Alien movies, Alien Covenant, Prometheus, etc. I freaking love those movies, you know, but people hate them. You know, it's you know, why give hate?
What was the prequel? Was that
Prometheus?
Yeah, Prometheus.
Prometheus.
And I didn't. Right at the very end, I was like, oh my gosh.
Right. I'm a huge fan of the Xenomorph universe. You know, the Weyland-Yutani, you know, aliens versus. I'm a huge fan of that. Like, you guys, like, I wish they'd come and take over for us, and, you know, hive mind for the win. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Best example of lifetime bad movies that never got. Blair Witch Project. I like that one. I like the remake. Evil Dead. I like that. I like the remake. There's very few movies that I don't like. A lot of people go into, oh, I don't watch that because I don't like that actor, or I don't like that director, or that actor said something, you know, in public that I disagree with, so I won't watch any of his. It's the, you know, like, there's a whole bunch of people out there who will not watch any Tom Cruise movie, and, you know, I understand why, but, like, have you seen Edge of Tomorrow? That's a great movie.
Oh yeah. That one.
But we're not here to talk movies. We did that the other night. What's up, Holler? Got a bunch of beautiful wafers and 2 nice burrows out of the box elder limb that fell. Such wonderful colors and nice. Human Centipede. Here we go again. Human Centipede. That was a movie that, you know what, I watched. It I won't say entertained me, but it allowed me to shut my mind off. It was an interesting movie. I didn't watch the sequel. I probably won't watch it again, you know, but it's just a movie. It's just you don't watch movies to expand your mind. You watch movies to shut your brain off and vegetate for a little bit. Escapism. Morning, Chris.
Yeah, Ash versus the Evil Dead. You know, I didn't get to see that one yet.
That show, that was cool. I really wish they'd continue with it. Pictures are popping in. Rob, is that hammer that you suffered heat exhaustion to make? Cool. Rob, Speargrass. On break in 40. Morning. Thank you for last night. Or earlier today for you.
I think it looks pretty good there, Rob, but only looking at one side of it.
Whoa. A lot of pictures. Jared, here's my crooked knife. Oh, a bowl knife or something. That's pretty cool, man. If it's functional, there you go. You know. I like what you did there. What you did right here with the a bucket of rocks for insulation and a looks like a vegetable can, a canned goods can for quenching. That's a good idea if you don't have a big old metal tube. That's a really good idea. That's a safe way to do it, guys. If you're quenching something small, that's a safe way to do it.
Fireplace ash.
Heat exhaustion came from drifting 5 striking anvils. I made it to 3. Big hugs, Rob. Yes, Bobby.
Hey, Yamas, I appreciate it, man. Like, that was a small little project that my dad and I and his friends did together, and like, that was really my first true project as a smith.
Oh, it's fun. Oh, it's very fun, like, especially, looks of something be damned. If it's functional, work on your function first. If you can make a series of functional projects, be it S-hooks, be it, knives, be it hammers, whatever. If you can make a series of functional projects and you get the forging, the form of forging down, you get the heat treatment, you get the grind, you get the process of handling, you get all that down, then you work on the look.
See, and therein is where I have a problem, because I tend to hold on. Okay, I tend to get the function down, and then to heck with the form. I mean, like, it works. I mean, not for like a soul product, but like something that I'm building for myself. Like the door latch that I built for my shed. Like it looks like a bag of smashed corn, and but it works. And I didn't want to spend the extra hour it was going to take to clean the whole thing up and make it look like a pretty antique copper door latch. I was just like, nah, I'm done. It works. I'm good.
Right. Like, especially if it's your own personal project. Like, if it's something that you're doing, hey, I need something real quick. You know what?
Anything I'm doing for somebody else, whether it's for sale or a gift or whatever, I spend so much time on the aesthetics that it's almost ridiculous. But when it's just mine,
Yeah, absolutely. Now, a couple of keynotes for that. If you're working on practicing, if you've got your function down and you're working on practicing form and making something pretty, there is no shame in taking and spending hours on learning that and making like the perfect pretty tool at your skill level, and then that being your tool. So it's like that. You don't necessarily, like, I could drift a hole in a piece of metal and snap a stick on it, and that's my hammer. But it's nice to have a example of my latest quality. Morning, Josh. Morning, Michael. You know, so it's like,
What?
what now?
I thought you said something.
Oh, no, Michael Robertson popped in.
Oh, okay. Hi, Robertson.
Battle of the Michaels. Josh, I see, survived the Battle of the Joshes. Yeah, big hugs to you, Pastor. But yeah, you know, that's actually a great, you know, point and topic, form and function for the beginner smith. You know, like if you're making something for your, you know, anytime you make something, practice that function first and work on form later. Don't ignore form, you know, because the only way to get better at form is to practice it. But don't be ashamed of sharing pictures of, that's a cool door knocker, you know, of something that, you know, hey, you know, like this. As a very first piece, it's very cool. You got rivets, you've got, you know, the split out design, you know, so you obviously practiced, you know, a few things to add to your form, okay? I'm assuming you split the piece right here, bent these, you know, tapered them down and bent them over. Same thing down here. And then you took a piece and riveted it here with a little bump out to attach the thing. That's I'm not gonna lie, those some advanced techniques for your first project, you know. So good job, you know. And as you learn, you know, you'll get better at cleaner forging, you know. But you can't work on cleaner forging unless you know how to do the forging process to begin with. You know, so very cool. That text tone is awesome. I tried to find it, but I guess you need Android to get it. Oh, my Anvil ring. Yeah, I found that on Zedge app for Android. I'm not thrilled with it. I wanna get a pure audio of my own Anvil and use that as my ringtone, whereas my, you know, notification tone. Yeah.
Neil, that's a good point. Those little challenge projects do tend to be a lot of fun, and I know that everybody has to make their determination which ones they want to do or which ones they don't. But yeah, some of the best fun and the most challenging things I've done are those like group community challenges. You know, like the cube challenge or the shovel, you know, whatever. Those are good fun. It just you know, I don't know.
I can come up with something. I don't really have the time right now personally to jump into a non commission or non order project. So if you guys want, I can come up with something and see what y'all come up with. You know.
I mean, just maybe just kind of something to think about over the next couple of weeks. You know,
Sure.
Maybe come up with something that everybody can participate in. Or
Sure.
happy.
I mean, I'm half tempted to say, you know, with the picture here from Jared, you know, go, okay, guys, do a door knocker. You know, I don't know what the prize would be other than bragging rights. I don't do weapons challenges. I don't do weapons. I mean, it's not a matter of anti-weapon. It's just I don't. Maybe one day I'll make a camp axe or something. I know I get a lot of people requesting at my table, like, you know, do you do axes? You know, I'm going camping, you know, in a month, and I'd like to take a hand-forged axe. Yeah, I suppose. I think we need to come up. Okay, we just talked about that. But I do like the idea of a door knocker contest. But you know, John Purnell and Robert Lonis aren't allowed to do it. Look at that.
Right. That is
See,
a
and that's
sexy doorknob.
yeah, Jared. Look at that. Like that's that experience in that form and function, and if you keep up with this, you know, like and learn, look at that, and then like be like, okay, how did they do this? You know, or for example, not this specific. How did they do this? You know, and then look into that, and then practice that. You'll have that down, and then you can go, okay, how did they do this? And then look into that, and then boom, 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 boom. You know, not singling you out, Jared, just pointing out the, you know, first 500th. You know, because we know Robert Lonis, he just sits there and that's all he does is these, nothing else. He doesn't do anything else but these. No, I'm just playing. Oh. Make a point. Yep. I'll send you an ice cold can of Arizona iced tea. Hashtag not a sponsor. But howdy, Wiley. But yeah, it's you know, it's I kind of would like to make a door knocker now. Turn or burn pot pies. Oh, so welcome everybody. Welcome back. The ability to chat in chat to the Black Collar Army accounts. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was one of my mods or one of you know, like just a YouTube thing. But all of his accounts for some reason got blocked on my channel for some reason. He doesn't need to be blocked on this channel. You know, he's a friend. If it happens again, Michael, let me know, and I will go into the process and unblock you again. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't really
Yeah.
happy.
But yeah, so moral of the story is if you're hot, stop. We talked about it last week and we learned it yesterday. But I know that after the stream today, I've got to keep half an eye on when somebody messages my Island Metal Forge Facebook page, I don't get a notification. I don't get a pop-up notification for that. It doesn't let me know. I've got to physically go into Island Metal Forge and then go to messages and then to check my messages. I've tried turning on pings from it. It doesn't work. So if ever anybody messages me on Island Metal Forge and I don't respond, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I just didn't get the message. You know. Just so you all know. A good challenge would be a railroad spike door knocker. That's not a bad idea. I know that I got a request. You know how I do my lizards? I got a request to do a scorpion. And I already know how to do it. You know. But, you know. It might be a fun project to do a railroad spike scorpion. You know, so. Adios, Wayne.
My next knife that we making down the road is I got a whole bunch of railroad spikes myself, and I think I'll make a knife out of them.
Yeah. Absolutely. They sell like crazy on my table.
what's beauty is that I got a mix of full standard gauge and I got some narrow gauge. I'm not gonna touch my narrow gauge spike.
Right, right. There's a separate app for Facebook Business that'll let you. They'll, that'll also let you not use your personal Facebook. See, I'm kind of, I don't want to say anti-Facebook, but leaning heavily against Facebook. So to give them more support would be counterintuitive for me. Like, I am so fed up with Facebook, it's ridiculous.
Woohoo! High five.
What knockers? I know that scene. I wonder if I'll get demonetized if I play this. "24 seconds? Probably." I love that movie so much. All right. I feel like I lost you guys. Oh, $50 super chat in from Black Collar Ironworks. He's back, baby.
Demonetize this.
Demonetize this. Thanks, brother. Thank you very much. I would watch a video of you making a rail spike scorpion. Yeah, you know, it's something that I'd probably try one first and then make a video of it. Trouble with my videos lately is I haven't had much time to actually make the videos. You know, I really need to get back to it. I need an editing team. You know, I need somebody where I can just give them, like, you know, 10 hours of footage and then they boom, put out a video, you know, so that I can keep working on my orders. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I have to hurry up behind my debit card before it burns up prize.
So he gets the credit for the concept. Who gets the credit for? Oh, about the door knockers. I have a 2 3/4 pound straight peen hammer I forged a while back that the customer never came back to pay for and pick up. Prize? Are you making that the prize for the door knockers? That'd be interesting. Are we actually going to turn this into a door knocker challenge? Just stopped to say Happy Father's Day. Gotta go hang out with the family. Love you, Tim. Happy Father's Day, man. It's Frankenstein.
It too.
But yeah. Trying to. For those that join Discord, keep in mind that it is available 24/7. Available for discussion about working metal of all types. Feel free to look around and partake in discussions. Yes, I don't promote it enough, and I feel bad for that. But this Discord isn't just an Island Metal Forge thing. The Island Metal Forge section that I'm in is a small section for a greater whole. Okay? It is a great place to discuss blacksmithing and all aspects of metalworking, really, without the confines of and restrictions of like Facebook or Reddit or other stuff. Like it's you can be in a conversation with somebody and then say, hey, I need to explain this without typing. Hop over into the voice chat for a second, explain it, share a video, share pictures, like real time instead of, post, put it down, hear a ding, go back. You can take a minute and actually have a conversation. So Discord is a fantastic unutilized tool for the blacksmithing community. And Rob Huff.
It really is. I think. I mean, I know we're in a Discord group like all freaking day, every day, and you kind of forget how handy it is to. I mean, with that particular subject matter, how handy it is to just people pop in and get an answer to a question or something like that. And it applies in blacksmithing as well. I mean, it probably doesn't have. This Discord probably doesn't have the tenuous presence like some do, but it wouldn't take long to get somebody in, and then post something, and then a couple minutes later somebody pops in, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. We can have a conversation.
Yeah. I mean, we're at I think 100, just under 200 members in the Discord. Imagine when it gets to 1,000. Like, just imagine. You can be in a conversation all day if you want, So, how do you talk in the Discord? Talk as in voice chat?
Imagine us having to turn on slow mode.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, so let me do a bit of Discord info. All right. So, make this bigger so y'all can see, and do a little bit of Discord how to. Alright, so you have your home. This has all your direct messages. It has your friends. You can have a friends list in Discord. This right here is all you can sort them into folders, all your different servers. I have my crypto servers, my blacksmithing servers, and my gaming servers. So we're focusing on the Forge chat. You click on that server once you've joined it, and you have, well, this is the administrative. That's all administrative stuff. The Welcome Center, Introduction and General Chat. Go there and chat about whatever the heck you want. Who you are, what you do, what you want to do, how life's going, etc. Memes and jokes and family friendly. Exactly what it sounds. It's for blacksmithing memes and jokes, and keep it family friendly. We used to have a adults only jokes section, like a mature jokes section, where we allowed a little bit of the darker humor and weren't so restrictive on it. Rob, I wanted to get with you possibly after the stream and discuss that. I believe
that didn't work out so well.
I don't know if Rob removed it or if a different ex-moderator removed it, but regardless, I kind of liked having it because it gave, had a warrant. You click on it, it says you are entering a NSFW chat, and you either accept that or you don't go into it, and you block that channel. Blacksmith's Corner, getting started, general forging, health and safety, basic skills, gallery, solid fuel forges, gas forges. You can discuss all of that in that respective category. Art and sculpture, go into design and theory, techniques and galleries. Fabrication, you can, engineering and design, welding, hardware, tools, a whole community specifically for blades, the forging of blades, the stock removal of blades, heat treatment of blades, different handles and sheets, different materials, and all of these have a gallery where you can post the pictures, and should have a voice chat section too. The blade section doesn't. I guess we just don't like the.
I I have a concern here. I mean, just kind of going. There's a lot of channels. I mean, like I look at this thing and it's just there's so much there. It's just confusing. I mean,
Well,
it's like you don't even.
reason
The only place I know to go is where I'm at right now because everything else is just. I mean,
reason there's so many channels, and some of them could be possibly be consolidated, but the reason there's so many channels is you see that in the Facebook groups where you have a general Facebook group, say take Learning to Forge, and everybody goes there to learn to forge, but then 90% of the freaking posts are all about blades. So we have a separate section for blades, you know, and then those are subsections. I don't even look at these because I don't do blades, you know. So it's like, and some of the crossover, tools. You want to learn specifically about tools, go to the tools section, you know. And then you got the media stuff, the YouTube lounges, community chats, and then the archives where you can look at stuff that has been archived.
Shrink the tabs down too.
Yeah, you can also do this. It's not shrinking down. It should. Oh, there it is. Okay. But anyway,
that makes things a lot easier.
yeah, you can shrink things down. It makes it pretty easy. I blocked the chat so I don't know if Rob's yelling at me. It's still there. Oh, I didn't open it up. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. We also have, looking at that now, Discord use discussions. How to use Discord. Go there if you want advice on how to use it. And really, the general chats are just that. You can discuss all of that, all of those different topics in the general chats. But if you're trying to talk to somebody, the reason all those channels exist, Sully, is if you're in a conversation about a specific subject with somebody and the general chat's just flying by, and you go, okay, hey, let's take this over to this section where this is what we're talking about, So that's the purpose of those. Yeah, okay, memes and jokes mature. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's still there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, I hope that kind of cleared up the how-to Discord a little bit better. Let me readjust all this. All right.
Well, I haven't been in there since October 9th, 2020.
All right, where did I hey Boar, where did I leave off on the chat? Yeah, that very good point, right? Very good topic though there, Rob, too, is it's like the Discord should not just be used solely and specifically for, the Blacksmiths Church. Use it. Rob made it so that it can be used. Speaking of which, Rob, I logged into my old phone and I'm an admin on that old phone, but not on this account. I don't need admin, but I'm just saying. Alright. Trail Dust, welcome. Okay.
And I was only, and Rob, I mean, to be fair, I was only, bringing that up because, I mean, it just didn't feel like there was the current membership required that much diversity. I mean, I was thinking maybe it could, consolidate a little bit and then expand as the community grows. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, the idea though is we kind of set the infrastructure so that the community has it to use. Like in my opinion.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand it, and why it is the way it is. And maybe, I mean, as someone that's even fairly familiar with Discord, and I use it every day. I mean, it does seem like a very daunting server when you get in there and there's just so much there and you don't really know where to go.
Yeah, and like I said, it's like when you're building a subdivision, you tear up the ground and you lay the infrastructure and then build on top of that. You know, you don't have the whole group and get everybody used to one or two channels and then say, no, you guys can't talk about that in here anymore. And yeah, and Rob brings up another point that, Sully, I don't know if you realized in Discord, you can mute a specific, like I can mute, if I do not want to hear about blades at all, I can mute that entire category, you know? Let me pull that over and show you. Okay? Like, I can go to blades, right-click it, mute category, and I will not get any notifications at all from, you know, won't get anything at all from that category, you know?
You know, it's odd. The only notification I get from this server is when you post a video. That's it. Island Metal Forge has posted a video, and that's the only one I get.
You may be like me. I have like all notifications from Discord turned off unless it's a mention, you know? And the Hephaestus is at everybody, so you get it mentions everybody.
Yeah. Because that's what I get. Is I only get mentions because that's the same one with the Emacs server. That's the only ones that pop up in the top of my notification bar, the at everyone or if somebody at me.
Rob, yeah, it led to problems with one person.
Yeah, and that was my fault.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been in that since that day, and I was like, all right, fine, be that way.
And if you'd like to discuss it in private, Rob, I'm very happy to, because I have fairly strong opinions about that whole situation. I have no disrespect in my heart towards anybody in the community, but I have strong opinions about what I feel the Discord can offer a community as opposed to Facebook. So, Rob, please, if you do have like 5 or 10 minutes after the chat or after the church here, to hop into a voice call with me, that would be fantastic. And it could even be in this, you know, the church call, because Sully has is a big part of what all that was too. Yeah, so like, okay, so from Yamez suffered heat exhaustion to movies to Discord and knockers, you know, door knockers to Discord. It was a great show, actually. A lot of topics covered. Adios, Josh. Hearts. Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, when the topic runs from straight up one thing the whole show, and even when it just runs the gamut of a nice segue from topic to topic to topic. It's nice to switch it up from time to time.
Absolutely. You know, first and foremost, the show is for the community, by the community, of the community. So it's like, if it talks about stuff that the community is doing, be it movie discussions, be it, you know, heat exhaustion discussions, be it Discord discussions, be it, you know, whatever, we'll talk about it, you know. like Tim says, you know, like, this isn't my show, you know, this isn't his show, this is your show, this is everybody's show. Like, that's why I went the route to open up the Blacksmiths channel voice and have it up here in the corner, so that if you, Neil, wanted to hop on, if you, Rob, Trail Dust, War Tree, Dogbones, Eric, Wiley, Boar, wanted to hop on and be a part of the show, you have that ability. You don't have to, but you have that ability, you know. It honestly, and to be completely transparent about it, it really takes a lot of the pressure off of me having a gamut of co-hosts, essentially, you know.
And it also makes it easier when you, especially when you're sitting there and you're talking about a subject or you're reading the chat, and then all of a sudden, I mean, like the chat kind of stalls, and then you're like, I got nothing. And then somebody can pipe in with the, let's not have some dead air. Let's fill the space.
Precisely.
Even if it's even if we're talking about nothing.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's a community gathering. You know, and I love, like, okay.
Who wants to log into church and sit here and just stare at Riyama silently reading the chat?
Right. And and yesterday was, yeah. Yesterday was a little bit of an eye opener for me. It was so freaking weird not being live last night. I have been doing my Saturday night live streams for almost 3.5 years. I'm pushing 4 years. And in those 4 years, I've only ever missed 2 shows. Okay? One was a blacksmiths gathering that I didn't do it because it was camping out in the woods up in Virginia, and I didn't have a phone signal, so I could not go live. And Adam covered for me then. Tim covered for me that Sunday. Last night was the second time because of, well, heat exhaustion. and it brought the eye opener to me that, like, you know what? And today really kind of solidified it in my mind talking with you guys. If for whatever reason, be it, months or years down the line, I were to ever stop doing my Saturday night shows as a regular show, the Sunday shows will likely continue on in perpetuity. Always. Because it is a much easier format to do. And it's I think much more beneficial to the community. Now, to build that community, I really do need to get back to videos. But in order to do that, I really need to have more time. And in order to do that, I need to have money. So I'm taking steps in my personal life to increase my bag of money so that I can, focus more on blacksmithing and YouTube and stuff. So in the future, the channel will likely explode. But until then, y'all have to deal with me, struggling as just to find time to breathe.
How many bags are you holding, Yamez?
Too many.
Right.
Some of them I got in at the ATH.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Put them little bags away.
Yeah. So, yeah, and Eric, I learn a lot more when I listen than when I talk. Yeah, this is, it's reason this is a good format because it, as opposed to just a sit and chat, using Discord as a very useful tool, I can pull up pictures. I can pull up, YouTube videos of a little clip and be like, all right, in this video I know that they explain this procedure, and I can pull up that video and pull up that segment and boom, show from somebody better than me how to do something when somebody's got a question. Speaking of cigars, right?
Yeah. I was thinking what's that? The Liz of Bob's your, whatever. And when you boom, in my mind, anytime somebody says boom, Bob's your uncle is the phrase that follows. I just stopped that in my brain, and I noticed I hadn't seen CMB Forge around in a while. Have you heard from him lately? Or
I spoke with him a while back. I know he's really busy in his, day-to-day life right now. Had a long talk with him on the way up to Hans's. But But yeah, I know he's been in the Voxer chat on and off, pops in every couple of days, and chats for a bit. So he hasn't
And
disappeared.
I've been yeah, okay. I've been out of the Boxer for a while. I just, I had to step away from that for a bit. And
Yeah.
likely a little bit longer too. But anyway, okay. I just checking to see if he'd heard from him or if he'd been around in Boxer or what have you.
Yeah, I mean, I know he hasn't disappeared, but I know that he's, like everybody right now, extremely busy. With I believe, and do not quote me on this, I believe he is doing some, like, I don't want to say testing, some shuffling around in his job to improve his position in his job, and that takes a bit of his time away. And I think he's doing some traveling for work. So, like, he's out and about, busy, 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 busy. Howdy, Roy. Does she like being called a bag? Don't care, ain't with her no more.
Put a stick of fork in that one. It's done, huh?
It's done. Happy Father's Day to you, Roy. Speargrass on break. I held the stream off as long as I could till you got on break. How you doing, buddy? Everybody give that man a big. Everybody give that man a big round of applause for, jumping on the grenade last night. I was unable to, and he took up the mantle.
Thanks, Adam. That was awesome of you, man. Just to jump in there real quick on short notice and be able to throw something together.
Yeah, the Robin to my Batman. Howdy, Metal Man. So, hope you got your rest that you needed, and yeah. But I'm Batman. Oh, no, I'm supposed to read, but I'm Batman. I read that as, but I'm Batman. So yeah. Everybody has a little hero inside of us.
We all have a little army in us.
That's funny right there. What do you call a Batman that skips church every Sunday?
Christian Bale. What's up, Blast? That's a new one. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Did you change your name, or are you a new subscriber? Welcome, regardless.
Hey, I'll talk to you guys later. It's getting late for me.
Adios. Thank you for stopping in, Michael. Huckleberry pancakes. I'm new. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah. So, getting all sorts of dings.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Yames.
Yes.
Do you have, down in the corner of your screen, is that a watermark?
Down here?
Well, I mean, okay, the video is going to be like 15 seconds behind the audio. Like where it's hard to describe because it's likely inverted for you, but it looks like down in the corner there's like a piece of debris on the camera. It looks like right over it is the little cross palms. Yeah, right there. The little cross palms is the thing.
Yeah, the cross palms is my watermark. Let me try. I have it very subtle so that it's not superimposed. Let me try and find something that can block it so people can see it. Should be right there.
Oh, well, see, the point was there was something that was just kind of in the view there. It looked like there was like a piece of lint on the camera or something. I guess you had something propped up in the just barely in the corner there.
This here in the corner is my microphone, another camera.
Okay.
And yeah, that's.
I thought there was something on the lens, and it was just been irritating me for an hour.
I honestly probably should change that watermark to something a little more visible, because there are certain instances where you cannot see the watermark.
Right.
But The Apocalypse of Adam is a great book to read, FYI. Right on. I literally looked at what I had and went, knife. Right? Yeah, Blast, let me tell you, a lot of the people in this chat are very informative. You know, like either they have YouTube video or YouTube channels of their own, or they're in the Discord and are more than willing to help somebody get along in the blacksmithing community. I feel we've created a nice bubble here.
Have a good one, Neil. See you.
Adios, Neil. Old. Rob goes, a lot of these people in this channel are very old. Old. What's up, Chewy? I'm going just a little bit over time. Wanted to give Speargrass a good hype for the help yesterday.
That's right, Adam. That's right. If there's going to be an apocalypse, there better be rum.
Right? What's up, Bloobs? So yeah,
How's it going?
I'll
Did you ever fix that?
there's that Discord
Did you
link.
ever figure out that fence situation?
Good morning. But yeah. I actually need to message Troy and find out what time he was talking about coming by, because our high today is going to be 90, and we're about 2 hours away from it. Woohoo! Maybe more.
You got plenty of time to.
It's 10 degrees less than it was yesterday? Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that action. Trail dust. Some of us are more experienced than old, or at being old. Wait till you get to be my age, guys. Oy.
Yeah, life's rough in your late 20s, isn't it, Giannis?
Oh, I wish. I wish I still had that much time left. Hang on a sec. Entertain the people.
Can you help me get my tractor unstuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What are we missing?
To entertain the people.
Oh, yeah, I think somebody was knocking on the door. That might be that Troy person. No, he's got to take the mic, the headphones off and everything to go answer the door, I guess. So now is a good opportunity to talk smack on Yamez that now that, you know, he can't hear us. Anybody?
I got nothing bad to say, but I will say if you guys do get on Discord, another big benefit if you could join a blacksmith channel and say somebody's online and you're asking questions, if they have streaming already set up in their shop, they can live stream while they're talking to you on Discord, in Discord, and actually help you out and physically show you, you know, virtually and remotely without even being in the same shop. It's a big benefit outside of the chat is being able to, you know, I can cut on a camera and show you a handle on, hey, this is how I would do it. This might help you.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Sure,
Had to unstick a tractor.
situation.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Nothing. We were just trying to fill some time there. We were talking about the Discord being able to, you know, having the ability to, you know, do a voice call, throw on some video, and explain, you know, this is how I would do it or something like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, quick, everyone shamelessly self-promote. Yes, everybody go subscribe to Speargrass Forge. Dogbone Knives have been putting out some videos lately, too. Been seeing them pop up. I believe Bill Corey also has some videos out. But, and of course, Solbert, Shamrock Forge. He's got videos.
I haven't put stuff out in ages.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one of those people that's going to spam me every week or every month. It's like, hey, when I put something together, I put it out there. And, you know, if that's, you know, every 2 or 3 months, that's what it is. It's just, you know.
Yep. That's commendable.
Not gonna make content just for the sake of making content. That's I don't really care.
That's the thing I had to stop with. It's like, I mean, I ended my I don't want to, ending is so final. It was taking up a lot of time, and doing the first Fire series, it took a lot of time that I didn't have, and after I did that, I had to get back to what I was doing, you know, and then I just got stuck at work, and it was like, once I stopped recording and editing videos, I realized how much time I had to do what I needed to do. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to hold off on doing some videos for a bit, you know. And the Rolling Stone Gathers No Moss and, you know, momentum thing, like I got into the momentum of doing what I needed to do, and I'm finding it hard to shift back to stop, set up camera, record, stop, go inside, plug into my computer, spend a couple of hours editing, release or upload it, spend a couple spend time working on all the SEO stuff and shilling and promoting, and then rinse and repeat. Like, that takes up a lot of time, and to keep up with YouTube's algorithms, you really have to do that every week, you know. So,
Like, and you know, and my biggest drawback is strictly the editing. You know, I mean, like, for me to put out to build anything, I wind up with an hour and a half worth of clips, and then I got to whittle that down to 10 to 15 minutes. And I mean, and then, you know, and by the time you actually get it published, you've watched that 15-minute video 4 or 5 times all the way through to get all of the little nuances just right.
mm-hmm.
You know, adjust your audio levels. I mean, just all the different nuances of editing a video. And I mean, it's the editing takes so much time that it's just like, I mean, it's become such a chore.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, but it is what it is.
Don't get me wrong, you guys. I do love doing it. It's just, it's literally, it's a matter of, I need like an extra 4 hours in a day. You know, I need the day not to be like 24 hours. I need it to be like 28 hours. I need to move to like, you know, a larger planet that spins slower and gives me more time. You know, or get clones.
And that's why now, I mean, like, if I'm going to do a video, I want it to be worthwhile. You know, I mean, like, I shoot clips all the time. And then, I mean, like, and I've got piles of clips, and at the end of the day, they just turn out to be nothing that, you know, it's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Nah, I'm not going to do that. And, you know, so when I do all the editing, I want it to be worth it. At least, you know, worth it in my eyes. You know, I mean, y'all might watch the video and be like, wow, that was total crap. But that's okay.
You said doo-doo. Yeah, just so that you guys that don't do videos know how much goes, like, you know, freaking Black Bear Forge, freaking Roy over at Christ-Centered Ironworks, you know, like how much actually goes into releasing just a 15-minute video. You know, it's a lot of work, and you've got to be in love with it to do it. You know, I love it. I love doing it. It's just I don't have the time. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Metal Man is, or was doing, was it's like I'd for a Tuesday or Wednesday release, you know, like I'd record it on Saturday, edit it on Sunday. I'd spend all day Sunday working on the editing. And then upload it, you know, like Monday, and then sit there and work on all of the the SEO stuff, you know, the tags, the description, the links, the cards, you know, all that stuff.
Do you have TubeBuddy?
Yes, I have TubeBuddy.
Oh, okay. Okay. As I say, that's a lifesaver on tags.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly should probably cancel my subscription for now because I'm a paid member of TubeBuddy and I haven't used it in months. So $5 a month has been.
See, and I bought a lifetime silver membership for like $30 or something like that. I was doing the free one for I don't know, when Roy first recommended it. I was doing the free one for I don't know, like a week, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I mean, that's how far in I was. And then I just got a pop up that said lifetime silver membership for this much if you buy now. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of memberships and such, Sully, side note, I went ahead and upgraded Hulu to include HBO because I was I watched through the. It's funny that we made the Batman jokes and Christian Bale jokes earlier. I watched through the Dark Knight trilogy, and the first two were on Hulu, and the third or for free, and then the third one was on Hulu HBO edition, and I tried watching it on one of my pirate sites, and it just would not load. I'm like, screw it. And,
well, that's good to know. I didn't know. See, and that's weird because I was on Hulu the other night, and it had the HBO stuff on there, and I was like, we don't have HBO. Why is it even advertising? You know?
yeah. So go ahead. I haven't decided yet whether I want to keep the HBO because I'm looking through it. And I'm like, man, I've seen these movies. But yeah. So
They do have some really good original content, and I mean, back when, yeah, I mean, I used to have HBO when I had Dish Network, and then, you know, due to circumstances beyond my control, I had to relinquish my Dish Network account by a client, and so I no longer have HBO.
yeah. So I mean, if you're cool with keeping it, I'm cool with keeping it, and we'll discuss all that
Yeah, I mean,
later.
you know, if you need me to kick in too, I mean, I got no issue with that.
Just send me some crypto. No, yeah, whatever.
Right.
It's-
I'll gladly pay you an EMAX today, or no, I'll gladly pay you an EMAX on Tuesday for some HBO today.
right? But yeah, for those of you who don't know, me and Sully are a well-oiled machine of a team. So, yeah. But yeah, no, we're not really going into a full-blown discussion homily of. Is it homily or is the H silent? Is it homily? We're not going into a full-blown homily of video production. If you love movies, keep HBO Plus. They keep getting everything, and it's getting taken off of other apps. Nice. All right. I do love movies. It's, and I'm trying to find time to watch some. Like I said earlier, because.
You know, and
Go ahead.
And that'll give me the opportunity to finish West. The end of the last season of Westworld came after I lost my HBO.
Now the show
HBO
Westworld.
Max or whatever the heck it was.
The show Westworld, is that based off of that old Western or old Western movie? Westworld.
No, it's about robots and.
Yeah. So is that old. So was the movie.
Simulation type thing.
Yeah. So was the movie. It was a sci-fi movie Western, where I mean I think it was like the 70s or 80s was the movie, and it was people go to this theme park to experience being in a Western with robots or the gunslingers and whatnot, and the robots kind of go bad.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like that.
Okay, so it's like the Snowpiercer show is based loosely on the Snowpiercer movie, which is a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
You say so. Not familiar with. I've seen one episode of the Snowpiercer show, and that's it. I mean, like
Yeah.
I watched one episode. I was like, man.
I'm not a fan of the show. The movie's awesome.
If I had nothing else to do, I could watch it. But you know, if I had nothing else to do, I could watch it. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember watching that movie as a kid, and I'll probably get into the show if we're keeping HBO Max. I also want to watch the Chernobyl movie or Chernobyl show. If that's the show, not the documentary.
Dude, Chernobyl was really, really good.
Okay, no spoilers, you jerks.
Yeah, and, you know, and
To be fair,
we're going off on a tangent here.
we so are, guys. I'm sorry.
And we're going to wind up with 3 hours talking about TV shows and movies.
But you know what? If I may interject and say, just to justify, you know, why talking about movies and media and such is okay in the blacksmithing community, is I've seen a lot of forged items that have been inspired by media, be it books, be it TV shows, be it, you know, a movie of some sort where somebody goes, man, that's really cool, I can make that. You know, oh, what's that from? That's cool. Oh, that's from, you know, this show. You know. So yeah, totally justifiable discussing movies and such. Aliens vs. Cowboys was awesome. I loved that movie. It was so dumb. I loved it. Like, not dumb.
Yeah.
It was just.
I thought it was good.
It was shut your brain off and
Stupid.
yeah, shut your brain off and eat some popcorn and watch the dang movie. That was great. You know. But anyway, guys. Yeah, inspiration comes from the strangest places. You know, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. You know, Vikings. All those shows. You know, it's like, I want to make that. I want to make this. I want to make that. When I watched Game of Thrones, you know, I was looking at like all the forged architecture stuff. You know, like, oh, that's cool. I want to make that. You know. Door knockers and the castle lamps and shit.
Don't get me wrong. There's some of the metalwork in Game of Thrones that I've so wanted to attempt. Like, you know, start simple with like needle. You know.
Right. Yeah. That works. Does that a lot. It takes from media. But anyway, guys, we're circling around again. What knockers? Let's do that again to close the show, okay? We'll do that again to close the show.
Talking about the Princess Bride there, Adam.
Labyrinth. Speargrass. The door knockers.
Right, Labyrinth. Yeah, that's right. Labyrinth. I don't know what the heck I was thinking.
Yeah. No sound. There should have been sound on that. The audio should be coming through my desktop. But anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate everybody, you know, taking the time out of Father's Day to hang out. Remember to take from this that the Discord is not just for the Blacksmiths gathering, the church. It is for everybody, all the time, 24/7.
That's right. Feel free to jump in there, ask a question, and you know if you here's the thing, if you're not doing anything, or if you're just sitting out there working and you got a question, something you can do is ask a question and do literally, you could just do it at everyone. And then ask a question, and then hop into whatever your question is, whatever channel that's in. Hop into the chat, and or you say, you know, I'm in voice, whatever. Hop into the general voice chat. Put your phone on speakerphone. You know, obviously turn on. Make sure your audio permissions are set correctly as far as you're not muted and deafened. And then you can turn the screen off on your phone and step down to the side. And when somebody else joins the voice, they can. I mean, you can hear them. You know, unless you're running a grinder or something like that,
Yeah.
you'll be able to hear them talk, and you can be like, oh, okay, hold on, you know. And so that way you don't have to just sit there and wait and stare at your phone. You can turn on voice and walk away from it, and with your screen in sleep mode, and it'll still be coming through.
Yeah. I wouldn't at everybody. That does get kind of annoying if everybody's at everybody. But here's an important thing.
Everyone would be a little bit much.
Here's an important thing about the Discord server and community for the Forge chat. Share it with people. You know, create an invite link and share it with people. You know, share it with people. If you're on Facebook, share it with people on Facebook. Let people know that it exists. Otherwise, it'll never grow. You know, when you're talking to somebody and saying, yeah, oh yeah, you know, I do blacksmithing. You know, instead of saying, oh, go to this Facebook group, be like, go to this Discord server. You know, share it. Let people know it exists. Otherwise, it'll never grow, and you will be waiting for potentially hours to get a question answered. You know. What's up, Aaron? Aaron. But with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a show, and yeah. So, hearts and health, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.